My friends, if you are to heed the murmur of the inner voice, you must not confuse it with the mere echo of societal noise. The unconscious does not speak in the dialect of approval, nor does it flatter the ego with false assurances. It whispers through symbols, dreams, and strange coincidences, what I have called synchronicities. When these begin to stir in your life, do not ignore them. They are the secret emissaries of your destiny, attempting to guide you toward wholeness. To walk the path toward individuation is to endure the discomfort of the unknown. If you find yourself beset by restlessness, irrational fear, or a profound sense of change without clear cause, this is not madness. It is the psyche's way of preparing for transformation. Only those who avoid their inner life remain comfortably numb, but numbness is not peace, it is paralysis. You will know you are on the right path when the outer world begins to mirror the inner conflicts you have long neglected. A sudden encounter with a person or symbol that evokes intense emotion, or a dream so vivid it haunts your waking hours. These are signs. Not signs from the heavens, but from the self, which longs to unite the fragmented pieces of your soul. In these moments, resist the urge to retreat. Instead, observe, write, reflect. The unconscious does not punish, it reveals. And if you dare to listen, it will unveil your true path, not the path chosen for you by others, but the one written in the ancient text of your own soul. When you begin to notice the reappearance of aspects of yourself, you thought buried old fears, long-forgotten memories, sudden irritations, know this. The shadow is approaching. And this is not a curse. It is a sign of great potential. You are encountering what you have disowned, and this confrontation is necessary for wholeness. We do not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. If you are plagued by emotional storms, inner contradictions, or moral uncertainties, rejoice. You are not regressing, you are waking up. The psyche will not allow you to advance without bringing all of yourself along, especially the parts you would rather leave behind. Do not rush to cast out these inner specters. They are not demons, but parts of you that were cast into exile, often in childhood or in moments of trauma or social conformity. To meet them is painful, yes, but necessary. You are becoming acquainted with your full humanity. Continue, do not turn away, for the road to the self is lined with the relics of the shadow. Only by integrating this darkness can you become whole, not merely good, not merely accepted, but truly, profoundly yourself. Pay attention to your dreams, especially those that disturb your peace. They are not random, they are not meaningless. They are the language of the unconscious, and they are speaking directly to you. To ignore them is to refuse a message from your deeper self. If your dreams grow more vivid, more intense, more symbol-laden, as you progress, know that you are awakening to a deeper dimension of your being. The dream is the private theater of the soul. In it, every figure is you. Every conflict is your own inner drama, and every resolution, no matter how cryptic, is a key to your transformation. Do not be afraid if your dreams frighten you. The unconscious often uses strong images to capture your attention because you have not been listening. Even nightmares are messengers. In every terror lies a truth you have been avoiding. In every chase scene, a part of you seeks integration. Record your dreams, speak them aloud, let them lead you. The more you honor them, the more they will respond. And when dreams begin to offer not only questions but also answers, you will know you are on the right path. If you find yourself craving solitude, even to the point of withdrawing from familiar circles, do not panic. This is not antisocial behavior, it is psychological necessity. The soul, when it is in gestation, requires silence. It requires a sacred space in which to hear itself. There will be times when others cannot understand your silence. They may mistake your quietude for sadness or arrogance. Do not explain yourself. The deepest transformations occur in silence, beyond the noise of consensus. In solitude, you commune not with loneliness, but with the self. Solitude allows the psyche to reorder itself. It is the womb of rebirth. In the alchemical process, there is a stage of blackness nigredo where all is confusion, decay, and waiting. This stage is sacred. It precedes illumination. Do not flee from it. So if you notice that you are content in your own presence, that time alone feels full rather than empty, you are drawing closer to your truth. Keep going. You are learning the art of inner listening, and soon the voice of the self will speak clearly. There comes a moment on the true path when the superficial begins to lose its luster. The things that once entertained, you gossip, trivial accomplishments, petty conflicts feel hollow. This is not depression. This is the soul's refusal to waste energy on illusions. When you begin to feel bored by the drama of the world, it is because you are awakening to something more substantial. The ego no longer wishes to feed on crumbs. It senses a banquet within. You are beginning to seek meaning, not distraction, and this is a sure sign you are advancing. Do not be seduced back into the shallows. Your discomfort with the trivial is sacred. It is your inner compass turning toward depth. Your psyche is rejecting what no longer serves your growth. Honor that. Lean into it. You are not becoming dull. You are becoming sincere. And sincerity is rare in a world addicted to pretense. Stay with this discomfort. Let it refine you. The gold you seek lies not in entertainment, but in transformation. If you begin to feel a fascination with symbols, archetypes, myths, or sacred stories not as entertainment, but as if they are speaking directly to you, then you are brushing against the archetypal realm of the unconscious. This is not coincidence. It is the self communicating in its native tongue. The psyche does not speak in logic alone. It speaks in symbols, for symbols contain multiple layers of meaning. When you are drawn to the image of a serpent, a mandala, a phoenix, or a labyrinth, your inner life is awakening. These are not idle curiosities. They are reflections of inner processes unfolding beyond your awareness. You are beginning to perceive that your life is not a random sequence of events, but a deeply symbolic journey. Each person you meet, each trial you endure, each joy you taste, they are all part of a mythic structure. And once you begin to see this pattern, you cannot unsee it. Do not dismiss your growing interest in mystery. It is not a regression into fantasy, it is a progression into deeper reality. The modern mind has exiled meaning, but the soul remembers. When you start noticing these signs, follow them. They are the language of the deep self. Often, just before a psychological breakthrough, there is chaos, a breakdown of certainty, a crumbling of old patterns. If you are in emotional distress feeling everything at once or nothing at all, this is not failure. It is a necessary crisis, one that precedes renewal. The psyche, like nature, moves in cycles. There must be death before rebirth, disintegration before integration. If your emotions are unruly, if you feel as though your skin no longer fits, you are molting. The former self is shedding. This is painful, but it is progress. Do not suppress this turbulence. Allow it to express itself in dreams, in art, in tears. Do not pathologize your sorrow too quickly. It may be the sacred labor of transformation. In mythology, the hero must descend into the underworld before returning with the boon. Your emotions are the descent. Stay with the storm. Trust that beneath the waves a new self is forming. Emotional upheaval is not a sign that you are broken. It is the soul rearranging itself for a more authentic expression. If this is happening to you, keep going. You are close to the breakthrough. One unmistakable sign that you are on the path is the quiet emergence of inner authority. you find that you no longer need the approval of the crowd. You begin to trust your own inner voice, no, out of arrogance, but out of resonance. The self is awakening, and with it comes clarity. You begin to notice that external praise, while pleasant, no longer defines you. Nor do external criticisms destroy you. You are learning to stand in your center. This is not defiance. It is individuation, and it is the rarest courage a person can possess. Inner authority is not domination, it is alignment. You are beginning to walk your talk. Your values become not slogans but lived realities. You notice that your decisions, once made out of fear or conformity, now flow from conviction. You are becoming your own foundation. When this happens, stay humble but do not shrink. The world needs people who have integrated their power without being consumed by it. If your conscience speaks louder than the crowd, and you follow it, you are on the path. Trust that. When you begin to meet people who seem uncannily significant, who awaken you, provoke you, challenge you to grow, pay attention, these encounters are not accidents. The psyche draws us toward those who embody what we most need to see, accept, or awaken within ourselves. Whether through love, mentorship, rivalry, or even conflict, these relationships often carry a numinous quality. They feel charged, symbolic. You may find yourself changed by a single conversation or haunted by someone's presence. These are archetypal encounter-soul collisions. Do not dismiss them as mere chemistry or coincidence. The unconscious often guides us into these situations to catalyze development. Sometimes the other is a mirror, sometimes a shadow, sometimes a guide. In all cases, they are part of your unfolding story. If you find yourself saying, "I was meant to meet this person," honor that instinct. Such moments are bookmarks in your life's deeper narrative. Reflect on what they bring out in you: fear, desire, truth, and allow the encounter to do its work. You are being initiated into a higher awareness. Perhaps the most profound sign that you are on the right path is a quiet, persistent sense that your life is not accidental. That beneath the surface of events, there is a pattern, an unseen thread that ties your experiences together and points toward a purpose. This is not egoic ambition. It is not the desire to be special. It is a recognition of vocation, the calling of the soul toward fulfillment. When you begin to feel this, it is as if something in you has always known it was meant to become something more. You are remembering what you came to do. You may not yet see the full picture. You may doubt, falter, question. That is part of the process. But if this sense of inner calling persists, if it returns in moments of silence, in dreams, in intuition, follow it. The self is guiding you through symbols, longing, and synchronicity. To feel that your life has meaning is not delusion, it is alignment, and it is the surest sign that you are approaching individuation. Stay the course. The road may be narrow, but it leads to the fullness of being. And in this journey, you will not only find yourself, you will become yourself. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. If you notice these signs, do not turn back. You are being called by something ancient, something true. Keep going.